Good morning. Let's see the next concept, that is LIFO method of pricing issue. LIFO means last in first out. So it's a just reverse of FIFO method. In FIFO method, first in first out method, whatever the materials or units purchased first to be issued first. So in the LIFO method, the last purchase of materials to be issued first and earlier purchases will be issued at the last. So it is based on the assumption that last purchases of materials are issued first and earlier receipts are issued in the last. LIFO method uses the price of the last batch received for all the issues until all the units from this batch have been issued. After that, price of the previous batch received will be used. So under LIFO method, you will consider the latest purchase of units or quantity or latest purchase price for the issue of materials after all the units under this purchase is completed. If you want further units to be issued, then you will consider the earlier purchased units for the issue price. So let's see the problem. The following transactions occur in the purchase and issue of material. January 2nd, we are purchasing 4,000 units at rupees 4 per unit. January 20th, we are purchasing 500 units at rupees 5 per unit. So purchases will be considered as a receipts. February 5th, we are issuing 2,000 units. Now we have to decide at what price you have to issue these 2,000 units. February 10th, we are purchasing 6,000 units at rupees 6 per unit. February 12th, we are issuing 4,000 units. March 2nd, we are issuing 1,000 units. March 5th, we are issuing 2,000 units. March 15th, purchased 4,500 units at rupees 5.50 per unit. March 20th, issued 3,000 units. From the above, prepare store's ledger account using LIFO method. I told in the LIFO method, the latest purchased units will be issued first. And if you want further units to issue, you will consider the previous batch or previous units purchases. So let's solve this problem. The same format of LIFO will be followed in the FIFO method. Only the method will be considered different. So the date, receipts, issues, and the balance. So see the first transaction. January 2nd, we are purchasing 4,000 units at rupees 4 per unit. So purchases will be considered as a receipts. 4,000 units we are purchasing on January 2nd. Number of units purchased 4,000. The rate will be 4. So if you multiply these two, 4,000 into 4, you will get 16,000. Now in the balance column, we are having 4,000 units at the rate of 4 rupees. The total value will be 16,000. The second transaction is January 20th, we are making a purchases, that is 500 units at rupees 5 per unit. So January 20th, we are purchasing. The quantity or units will be 500 units. The rate will be 5. Total value will be 2,500. 500 into 5, you will get 2,500. Now in the balance, first purchase units, that will be 4,000 units at rupees 4. You will have 16,000, and 500 units, that is new purchase or latest purchase, that is 500 units at rupees 5, 2,500. The next transaction is February 5th, we are making an issue, that is issue of 2,000 units. So now you have to decide at what price this should be issued. 2,000 units will be issued. See, if you are doing FIFO method, you have to see the first balance because first purchase units will be issued first. In case of LIFO method, you have to see the last balance in the balance column. First, you have to issue the last balance. If you want further units to issue, the previous batch of units will be considered. Now, here the last batch or latest purchase units will be 500 units. So, you will issue first this. Out of 2,000, first you will issue latest purchase of 500 units. What's the price of 500 units? 5 rupees. So, 500 into 5, 2,500. So out of 2,000, you will issue 500 units. Still, I want 1,500 units to be issued. If you have completed all the units under latest purchase or the last purchase, if you want further units to issue, you will move to the previous purchase. That is, out of 4,000, the required quantity to be issued will be 1,500. The rate for the 4,000 units will be 4. So you will issue these 1,500 at the rate of 4 rupees. 1,500 into 4, you will get 6,000. Now, the latest purchase, that is 500 units, will be issued completely. We are having only the remaining balance of 4,000 units purchases. Out of 4,000 units, we have already issued 1,500 units. So out of 4,000, if you issued 1,500, the remaining quantity will be 2,500 at the rate of 4 rupees. So 2,500 into 4, you will get 10,000. The next transaction is February 10th, we are making purchases of 6,000 units at rupees 6 per unit. February 10th, number of units purchased will be 6,000 units. The rate will be 6. So 6,000 into 6, you will get 36,000. See the balance. We are having previous balance of 2,500 units at the rate of 4 rupees. Total value you will get 10,000. And the new purchase, that is 6,000 units at rupees 6. So 6,000 into 6, you will get 36,000. The next transaction is February 12th, we are making an issue, that is issue of 4,000 units. February 12th is the date. See the issue column. You have to issue 4,000. So how you will issue, at what price this 4,000 units will be issued? See the last purchase units or the last balance in the balance column in case of LIFO method. In case of FIFO method, you have to see the first balance, because first purchased materials will be given priority to be issued. So out of 6,000, we can issue 4,000. So 4,000 into, what's the rate of 6,000 unit? 6 rupees. So 4,000 into 6, you will get 24,000. So out of 6,000, if you issued 4,000, you are having only the balance of 2,000 units at rupees 6 rupees, 12,000. And the previous purchased units, the remaining quantity will be still there. 2,500 units at rupees 4, 10,000. So the next transaction is March 2nd, we are issuing 1,000 units. March 2nd, we are issuing 1,000 units. Now see the last balance in the balance column. We are having 2,000 units under 6 rupees. So out of 2,000, you will issue the 1,000 units at rupees 6 rupees. 1,000 into 6, 6,000. Still you are having 2,500 units at rupees 4. The value will be 10,000. And out of 2,000 units, you have already issued 1,000 units. The remaining balance quantity will be 1,000 units at rupees 6. So you will get the total value as 6,000. Then the next transaction is March 5th. We are issuing 2,000 units. March 5th. March 5th, we are issuing 2,000 units. Now see the last balance in the balance column. We are having 1,000 units, the latest purchase, that is 1,000 units at rupees 6, 6,000. First you will issue this. So 1,000 units at the rate of 6 rupees. 1,000 into 6, you will get 6,000. Still I want 1,000 units to be issued. If the quantity of latest purchase fully completed or fully issued, so the previous batch of units will be considered. So out of 2,500, you will consider the required issue quantity of 1,000 at the rate of 4 rupees. So 1,000 into 4, you will get 4,000. Now, whole 1,000 units will be issued completely. Now we are having only the balance of 2,500 units. Out of 2,500 units, you have already issued 1,000 units. The remaining balance will be 1,500 units at the rate of 4 rupees. So 1,500 into 4, you will get 6,000. The next transaction is March 15th, we are purchasing 4,500 units at the rate of 5.50. So March 15th, we are making the purchases. The units or quantity purchased will be 4,500. The rate will be 5.5. If you multiplied 4,500 into 5.5, you will get 24,750. Now, under the balance, still we are having the 1,500 units at the rate of 4 rupees. So, 1,500 into 4, you will get 6,000, and 4,500 units at the rate of 5.5. So, you will get the total value as 24,750. The next transaction is March 20th, we are making an issue, that is issue of 3,000 units. So March 20th, we are making issue of 3,000 units. So how you will issue? See the last balance. So last balance here is 4,500. So we can easily issue 3,000 units out of 4,500. So 3,000 units, what is the rate of this? 5.5. So 3,000 into 5.5, you will get 16,500. Now, out of 4,500, you have already issued 3,000. The remaining quantity will be 1,500 units at the rate of 5.5. You will get 8,250. And still we are having the previous purchase balance, that is 1,500 at the rate of 4 rupees. The total value will be 6,000. So in case of LIFO method, you have to see the latest purchase materials will be issued first, or the last balance prevailing in the balance column will be issued first. If you want further units to be issued, the previous balances will be, or previous batch of units will be considered. Now, all the transactions are completed. See the balance column. We are having 1,500 units at the rate of 4 rupees, that is 6,000, and 1,500 units at the rate of 5.5 rupees. The total value will be 8,250. If you total this amount, you will get 14,250. Thank you.